this week's Goddess Energy Forecast, where each week we share with you divine guidance on where you need to place your attention, your focus, your energy, and also bring through frequencies to help you heal, to inspire you, to empower you, and to uplift you. Here's your host, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, with this week's Goddess Energy Forecast.
Hello, hello, beloveds. Hello. Welcome to this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Every new week, we step into a brand new energy or frequency, and we get the opportunity to co-create and work with this energy. And these Goddess Energy Forecasts that I do weekly is to help you learn how to work with these energies. These energies are here for us. They're absolutely here for us, and they're open and willing to co-create with us. That is their purpose. They want to co-create with us. So if you know about the energy and you know how to dance with that energy, and you also understand what that energy is asking off of you or asking of you, then you're able to flow very easily in your life. So this week, we are in Mercury retrograde. Woo! And it's also the last week of April. So we are in that transition week, right? So it's going to be this week and then the next week where we're transition from April's energy into May's energy. So pay attention to that. But I love the Mercury retrograde energy. If you've been following me, you know I love Mercury retrograde. And if you're wondering, like, why is she so excited about Mercury retrograde? Well, let me tell you. Mercury retrograde is a beautiful opportunity for us to slow down, to chill out, to step back and reevaluate. It's almost like what word am I looking for? It's a time for you to pause, reevaluate your journey before you move forward again. And the beautiful thing is that we get opportunities like this 4 times a year. Mercury goes retrograde 4 times a year. And so when it happens, it's like energetically, we're all slowed down, right? And if you try to fight it, you get experiences like glitches, you get experiences like your computer or your cell phone breaking down, nothing is working, your car breaks down, right? Those are all signs that are telling you like, hey, you're not listening. You're supposed to be slowing down and reevaluating your life, your purpose, your journey, your business, whatever it is that your journey is. It is time for you to look at it. Is this, asking questions like, is this what I want to continue to do? Is this what I want to create? Is this how I want my life to be? Are these the experiences that I want to continue to have? Or am I craving something different? This is the time to contemplate on that. We're in Mercury retrograde to about May 13th, right? And so use this time, like really take advantage. I call Mercury retrograde cosmic siesta. As I was tuning into the message that wanted to come through this week to share with you, a story came through. So it was probably, I want to say like my college years. And even after I graduated college, but it was like during that, so in my 20s, I loved getting sick. Just hang tight. I'll tell you more. I loved getting sick. Now, here's the thing. I never got sick. I rarely got sick. And if I did, it knocked me out. And I loved getting sick because that was the only time that I got to let myself relax and let go without the guilt, without thinking that people are going to think I'm lazy or, and I know that all of that was from childhood experiences, right? But I was always go, go, go. I was always on the go. My mind is always busy as usual, right? And so getting sick, every time I got sick, my mind will calm down. My body will slow down. I got to take naps, which up to now, naps is one of the hardest things for me. If you see me taking a nap, there's something usually wrong, right? Or I've overdone it, right? I really take naps. But when I got sick, I would be able to take naps and I would slow down. I got to bring the attention to myself. I got to really be with myself. And I also opened up to receive the nurturing from my loved ones who were around me, assisting me or helping me. And I just soaked it in because I knew that was the only time that I would allow myself to receive that kind of nurturing, to myself and also from others. Now, in my life that has changed. I don't need to get sick in order to do that. This is something that I am open to receive on a daily basis. But it reminded me of that part of my life where that was the only time. And Mercury retrograde is kind of like that, right? Because there are people who do hustling and go, go, go all the time, who don't allow themselves time to be with themselves, to be with your thoughts, to be with your feelings. Perhaps they're afraid to be with themselves and they just keep going. And this is the universe's way of coming in to say, hey, use this time. It is okay. Use this time to be with you. Use this time to spend some time with yourself, to evaluate your life, to evaluate your experiences, your journey, your path, your business, your relationships, right? Your love life. What do you want? And is the life that you're experiencing right now what you want? Are you harvesting what you planted? Or did you want to plant oranges and you ended up getting lemons? If so, then you need to plant oranges at this time. So, Mercury retrograde, if anything, I hope that you fall in love with Mercury retrograde as I have, because it is a beautiful opportunity for us. Yes, there's the glitches, but remember, if you're, and I just told this to my what do you call it, accountability partner, my business accountability partner, and some of my clients, that if you start receiving, like your phone starts glitching, your computer breaks down, like all the car troubles during this time, is the universe trying to get your attention. Like, hey, you're not listening. Like, put that cell phone down and pay attention to yourself. Put that cell phone down and go color. Go watch your Netflix. Like, just chill. Be with yourself. Slow down. This is the time that if you do not slow down, the universe will make you slow down. And I think that's why Mercury retrograde is known for its name, because it will make you slow down, whether you like it or not. Whether you get sick and then you you have to rest for a week, right? Or you get fired from your job so that you can slow down and finally course correct and do what you love to do. Or your car breaks down so that you don't have to go to that place where you don't even want to go to. I was telling my accountability partner, I was like, even now, like, knowing what I know, sometimes I get into that excitement and I don't want to slow down. And one thing that will happen is, like, my phone will start glitching. It won't break down, it will just kind of glitch. And I know I'm like, I'll just put my phone down and be like, Archangel Michael, please help fix my phone for me. I hear you, Mercury. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take it easy. And I ask my higher self, especially if it is an idea that I really want to work on, I'll ask my higher self to keep that idea, there until it's time for me to revisit again so I don't forget. And then I surrender into it. So my own soul reminds me to slow down. When I see the computer, glitching, I know I need to slow down, right? So all of these stuff is just bringing your attention to what you should be doing at this time, and so take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, especially this week being that transition week as we're moving from one energy to the other and coming out of that powerful new moon and eclipse. New moon in Aries, the second new moon in Aries and eclipse, and then Mercury retrograde. Is so much energy that we are working with, the frequencies that are coming through that we need to embody and work with, right? So slow down and work with it. Slow down and be with yourself. Slow down and check in and take in what you need to take in and let go what needs to be let go, right? I love that Mercury retrograde is also in Taurus. Taurus is like the earth sign is in, right? So we're really sinking. It's almost like, it's like, If this is the image that I received, like if you're someone who will not allow yourself to slow down, Taurus is like the boulder that comes and just like places on you, so that it pins you down, so that you just like you don't get to go anywhere, and you just have to be with yourself, right? It really brings to your the attention to our bodies, our lives, the way we create abundance, also beauty, right? Taking care of ourselves. And so interesting that I mentioned beauty, right? That's another story, as I was journaling this morning. So Taurus really anchors, is bringing in that earth, that stable earth, bringing our awareness to our bodies, paying attention. It's like this Mercury retrograde is heavier. It's really slowing us down compared to if it was like in an air sign or a fire sign, right? It would be, there's still going to be momentum, but you would feel that slowing down. But with an earth sign, you will really feel it. It might even feel like a halt, where it feels like you're not moving anymore. But that's okay, because this is about your body. Your body taking its time, like pausing enough so your body can absorb the frequencies and the blessings and the miracles that it needs in order for you to continue your journey. Bringing through clarity. So flow with the energy of slowing down. This is for your highest good. I hope from this point forward, I think once you start surrendering to the flow of these, the retrogrades, like what each retrograde mean, especially Mercury retrograde, since we get more of that in the year, 4 times a year. When you really understand what that is, it makes it more exciting. Kind of like, in my 20s, where I would get excited to get sick, which I rarely got sick. But when I did, I'm like, yes, I get to be with me. I get to be with me. Now I don't have to do that. I don't have to wait. If I need to get to be with me, I will make time for it, right? But back then, that's how I made time for myself. So I hope that you work with Mercury retrograde and you allow Mercury to show you, to teach you wisdom about you, about your body, about your life, before we start moving forward again. So this week I want to bring through so it is perfect now that I'm seeing it. I'm bringing through animal guides to assist you, or assist all of us this week. So I'm going to be working with Ted Andrews. I haven't used this deck in a long time, and it's been coming in a lot. So Ted Andrews, Animal Wise Tarot. And we're going to be bringing through some animal wisdom to help you. Because again, remember, Mercury retrograde is in Taurus, it's earth sign. So let's bring in our animal guides to help us through this intense energy times, transformative times. So go ahead and close your eyes, taking a deep breath into your body, into your heart. Allow your breath to slow you down. Call back all your energy, all your attention, all your light, all your power back to you now. And I ask that it be cleansed, purified before it gets reintegrated into your energy field. Gift yourself the power of presence, of your presence, fully being present in this moment. Go ahead and open up to receive the blessings, the light from the Divine Father above. Bring it down through your channel. Let it anchor into your heart before it continues all the way down your body, out through the bottoms of your feet, creating these beautiful electric light roots. And allow these roots to enter deeply into the earth, going all the way to the center of the earth. And there, let it anchor into the heart of the Divine Mother. And again, using your breath, go ahead and drink up that light through your channel. Bring it up through those roots into your body. Let it anchor into your heart. Let it go all the way out and surround your entire body in that frequency. Come back to your heart. Go ahead and call in your higher self to be present, to be 100% present and embody your heart. Reside in your heart. And from here, see all three energies merging together into this powerful portal, this light, this circle of light within your heart. And see it expand out and create an outer like an outer layer of that crystalline light around your body. There you go. And just breathe into this space where you're connected to above, below, and your own center, your own divinity. And from here, go ahead and call in your guides, your beautiful guides of the highest light, to surround you in a golden circle of light. And welcome them as you begin to see them emerge around you, creating that circle of love, light, support, guidance all around you. And then bring your awareness to your center, to your heart. Breathe into your heart. And go ahead and ask the question, which of these animal guides are here for me this week? 1, 2, or 3. Once you have received your number or numbers, taking a deep breath in and out. Open your eyes, ready to receive. So it's so interesting. Like the first 2 cards are all in the realm of the mind. And then the last card represents the body and the physical reality. So let's go ahead and start. If you received 1, let's see here. Where are you? If you received 1, you are working with the crackle. I think it's, the crackle. And she says, free emotions and anxieties. Ooh, this is a good one. So again, this is the swords card, which represents the element of air, and also the mind. It connects to the mind. So our thoughts, our beliefs, our programmings usually causes the stress and the anxieties. And so, let's see what this beautiful winged being has in store for you. So the 8 of winged ones, and you're working with the crackle this week. So related to the meadowlark and the oriole, the grackle. Oh, it's grackle. I said the crackle. Like the kraken or something. No, the grackle is a large black bird with iridescent feathers and an extra long tail. Depending on the light, the colors of the feathers seem to shift. When grackle appears, it indicates a shifting and intensifying of emotions around us. Individuals for whom grackle appears often find the emotions of themselves or those close to them will have opportunities to express more creatively. The coloring of the grackle is a reminder to take a different look at what is going on in your life. There may be too many emotions involved, and we may not be able to see things correctly. The emotional intensity at play now may be locking everything into place. Our vision is blocked due to anxieties and worries. Now is a time for outside help and ideas. Outside help and advice. Are you open to receiving that? Grackles love to live in pine trees, which are very therapeutic to highly charged emotional states. Pine tree flower elixir and pine fragrance can help elevate and calm emotional states, especially feelings of guilt. So these are 2 plants that you can, or plant essences that you can work with this week. The grackle's appearance now is a sign to work toward clearing the emotions and finding new ways to channel them before things become even more complicated. We may even find our health adversely affected. Grackle is a reminder that emotions have great power, and for now, we are in the midst of dissipating our life force through their excessive and inappropriate expression. If we don't alleviate these emotional expenditures, things in our life are going to become more congested and movement will be stopped entirely. So again, bringing in that Taurus Mercury retrograde we're in. Grackle reminds us it is time to become creative in how we experience, express, and handle emotions if we want to break free of the past. I'm going to read that part again. Grackle reminds us it is time to become creative in how we experience, express, and handle emotions if we want to break free from the past. Although dealing with emotions and people aggravating them can be difficult, Grackle promises that if we do so, we will experience some fresh air and movement. Taking a deep breath in here and out. So here's a question for you, or questions that you can contemplate on this week. Have you been too passive in your emotions? Are you simply rehashing them without doing anything to correct them? Have you suppressed the emotions of the past and so are repeating old patterns? Are you refusing to deal with long-standing problems and issues? These are great questions to contemplate on and work with the Grackle to bring resolution to. So again, card number 1. You are freeing emotions and anxieties with the Grackle this week. Beautiful. So let's move to card number 2. So if you received card number 2, you are working with the Scarlet Macaw. So again, another bird. So another air card, another swords card right here. Beautiful, colorful bird. It reminds me of the movie Rio, right? With the macaws. Yeah. Scarlet Macaw. And this week you're working with vision and spiritual perception. All right. Let's see what this animal guide has in store for you this week. The Scarlet Macaw is a member of the parrot family and found in rainforest areas of Mexico, Central America, and South America. They are intelligent, perceptive, brave, and alert, always appearing calm, though they rarely miss anything that goes on around them. In the Amazon, the Scarlet Macaw is linked to natives known as the Jaguar people. I love that part. Who believe they came from the stars. When it came time for them to return to the heavens, Scarlet Macaw was sent to gather them up. Some of the people were accidentally left behind, and when the gods discovered this, the Scarlet Macaw was banished to the earth to serve as guardian and messenger for these people until the gods return to take them home to the stars. When Scarlet Macaw appears, our spiritual vision and perceptions are heightened, becoming sharper and more accurate. Ooh. We should trust this vision, no matter how bizarre or strange the perception might seem. This is a time of greater spiritual depth and creativity. Again, creativity, right? Because we're working with that, the realm of air, the realm of the mind, right? And swords. People will seek out your counsel, and you are likely to find new creative ways of expressing your perceptions and performing the counseling. The colorful Scarlet Macaw can live a long time, an estimated 75 to 90 years. Wow. The appearance always indicates the beginning of a long period of creativity and higher perceptions. Although they mimic human speech, they have an intricate body language and a variety of vocalizations that reflect a heightened ability to communicate more colorfully and effectively. People will pay attention and listen as never before. When Scarlet Macaw appears, your vision, your creativity, and your communications will brighten everything you do. What a blessing! What a blessing. So Scarlet macaws are very emotional birds, and several theories indicate they have the emotional development of 2 or 3-year-old child. They respond to emotions around them in creative ways. If macaw shows up, your emotions may be coloring your vision and perceptions. You may perceive only what you want to. When Scarlet Macaw appears, this is the time to look at health issues which may be emotionally related, perfectly in line with the Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Okay. We know that emotions affect physiological processes. Balancing the emotions at this time will benefit physical imbalances as well. Learning to control the emotions is important now. Scarlet Macaw may also reflect a need for some sunshine and some color in your life. Color therapy can be of benefit. In the wild, scarlet macaw also have been known to eat and dig in clay cliffs. The theory is that they derive some minerals essential to their well-being from it. An examination of your own mineral intake may be important now. So again, this is like very body based, right? How your emotions are showing up in your body because you're not dealing with them. So if you receive 2, you're in for a treat. What a beautiful, beautiful animal guide to work with this week. So these are some questions from the Scarlet Macaw to contemplate on this week. Are you seeing things correctly or through rose-colored glasses? Are you not being understood? Are your emotions imbalanced? Are your perceptions being used for gossip? For what purpose are you using your spiritual and psychic perceptions? So if you receive 2, you're working with a Scarlet Macaw, refining your, here, let's see here. There we go. Your visions and your spiritual perceptions. Let's go ahead and move to the last card, card number 3. So here we change the elements. We move from the air element, right? And now we move into the earth element. Let's see here. There we go. So if you receive 3, you are working with the rabbit. You're working with the rabbit. And it says proper use of cycles and rhythms. So the rabbit is going to help you with the proper use of cycles and rhythm. Let's see what this beautiful guide has for you this week if you received 3. The rabbit is linked to the lunar cycle. Within 28 days from the time they are born, they're capable of living on their own. When rabbit shows up, you do not need to invest a lot of time and energy in your activities and endeavors before you see how they're going to manifest. Rabbits have had a mixed symbology, and the most common association with them is fear. This is because they freeze if a predator is around or they're surprised. This is not a fear response, but rather an adaptive behavior. Most predators recognize potential prey by movement. A hawk sitting in a tree isn't thinking, nah, I had a rabbit yesterday. I think I'll wait for a squirrel to come by. It is the movement that alerts the predator. A rabbit's ability to freeze is an adaptive behavior that enables it to go undetected. If rabbit has shown up for you this week, you are unsure what to do, freeze. Do nothing. It won't take more than 28 days until you know exactly what you need to do or where you need to go. So again, just flow with this Mercury retrograde energy. If you're confused with what you need to do, where you need to go, what steps to take, stop. Most likely you're feeling that with this Mercury retrograde. And because rabbits never do anything in a step-by-step fashion, even if they have to backtrack over old ground, they always make it up with their long, fast hops and jumps. Even if you have to backtrack, you will be able to make up the lost ground. So remember this. If Mercury retrograde has paused you or slowed you down, remember when it's time for you to move forward. You will not lose any time. Okay? The rabbit is known for its ability to procreate. When rabbit appears, it indicates a cycle of fertility is manifesting within your life. This cycle can have great potential, but you must be patient and let the natural rhythm work for you. This is not a time to force movement. It is not a time to force movement. Mercury retrograde is not a time to force movement. Rabbit shows you how to recognize the fertile signs around you and to attune to the lunar cycle so that you can use it to your benefit. This, in turn, will make you more fertile in all areas of your life. Within a month, you will see growth and change manifesting. It is time to take a few defensive measures. Rabbits often create forms for hiding and resting, shallow bowls in the earth or grass open in the front and back to enable escape. When when you receive rabbit, it is time to do more planning. It is a good time. It is a good idea to make contingency plans for all alternate possibilities or to double check those plans you have set in motion. The cycle is not beneficial for boxing yourself into a corner. Rabbits are clever at doubling back, making quick and rapid turns. You may need to do some shifting and doubling back on your effort in order to avoid possible problems or complications, saving you lots of anxiety and even depression. Rabbit reminds you that you are out of sync with the fertile rhythms at play within your life. Taking a deep breath in here. Okay, so here are some questions that Rabbit wants you to contemplate on this week. Are you acting too hastily, letting others know of your plans? Are you impatient because you are not seeing a steady step-by-step movement? Impatience could upset what has already been set in motion. Have you thought everything through completely? Is what you have set in motion what you truly want? Have you boxed yourself in? And how have you boxed yourself in? Do you need to make some new leaps? Beautiful questions, again, to contemplate on during this Mercury retrograde season. So again, card number 3, you are working with the rabbit as your guide this week. It is time to rediscover your flow, to surrender to your flow, and not trying to make something that is not supposed to happen, trying to force things, force movements, force things into happening, right? Be conscious of that. So 3 beautiful animal guides who stepped in to work with us this week, 2 winged creatures and 1 earth creature, 1 earth animal. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up. And thank you for receiving your message for this week. Let me know how it resonates with you. Let me know if you get to see these animals in person. This is the beauty about working with animal totems, is that sometimes they will show up in person for you to really help you ground the messages. So I hope you enjoyed this week's messages, and also there was something else coming through. Remember, flow with this Mercury energy. It is not here to punish you. It is here to give you some rest. It is here to help you slow down so you can reevaluate things before it's time to move forward again. So really take advantage of that. All right, my loves. Last thing I want to share, remember, this is the last week you can step into deep mentorship with me with the Goddess Unleashed program. If you have been sitting on the fence about it, this is your last chance to join it. I'm closing the door until next year. We already did our opening ceremony, which was so powerful. So join in this week. You will have access to the closing ceremony. And also the opening ceremony. So you have access to all of that, and I will put you into the community immediately. You will feel right at home and we'll begin the work. So find the link below, click on it, come join us. We would love to have you. All right, my loves, from my heart to yours. Until next time, bye.